Christmas. What a beauty.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
Santa's coming.
You like your pro Santa?
I just cheer. I just said to your kids, oh, Santa's coming, kids. At least he never hurt anybody. He's the fucking best Santa. He's the best. All right, I'm happy I've done a little project while you guys were away. I've been doing a bit of work for the show, mate. Hang on. Well, I go straight into it.
Go straight into it, Glenn.
Go straight into it. It's the end of the year, so you like look back at the year, and I was just at my desk last night doing some work, and I thought,
he's got a desk.
The 10 disappointing things of the year. I'm going to write them down.
10 disappointing things of the year.
And I try to be fair. The 10 good things for the year.
10 good things. Are we talking racing or are we talking general population?
Racing.
Racing. Okay.
Right.
Beautiful.
Well, with the good things,
yes,
I got to 4, and I really had to scrape the barrel to get to the 4. The top 2 are standouts, and with the 10 disappointing things, I stopped at about 37. So I've cut. So the 10 disappointing things I've got down to top 13.
Yes.
And when I go through the 13 for the year, which will take me 5 minutes,
yes,
there should be a fucking inquiry into every one of them.
Okay.
Right. So
all right, Matt.
Well,
this will be a good story. And we'll
start with the
this out.
disappointments.
Okay, the disappointments. Are we starting 13 down or are we going 1 down?
13 down. I think the Matt Rudolph case. Like I've got 13 disappointments.
Yeah.
Matt Rudolph case, the length of talk, what happened. Reading a bit up last night, there was a ATC director, he's actually vice chairman, his name is Mr. Laurie Macri.
Yep.
Apparently some of his evidence at the inquiry was looked upon as unreliable.
Yep.
At whose inquiry? Matt Rudolph.
Matt Rudolph, yeah. Yep. Yeah,
Which
all of that.
I thought was a lot of big stories in my top 13 that you don't hear much about.
No, you don't.
No. So I marked Matt Rudolph inquiry number 13.
Number 13, that's the next dozen's going to be pretty good.
Number 12, now, you might want to cut it out. I don't think you have to because I'm going to handle it well.
Okay.
During the year, I did notice Mr. Volandis mentioned there was a rumour.
Yes.
We never heard any more.
No,
I found that very disappointing.
Well, I think factually there was an article that Mr. Volandis came out and denied a rumour that was never written.
And then no one wrote about it.
Nobody.
And then it was like we never heard of it again. So I thought I had to put it in there at 12. I did get
I think at the time we did say if you're going to mention a rumour, well, let us know what you actually
Number
defending
11
yourself
on my year was the demise or the loss to the industry of an icon in Ken Callender. Not being able to work, do his job, having to leave because of just his moral codes that I've got to leave the game I love and write about, and we like to read with Ken.
Yeah.
We lost Ken.
Yep.
That's number 11.
Yeah. Censorship.
Number 10. Very disappointing start. Now, I don't know whether he hasn't put his soccer boots and doesn't want to bring his ball, but Michael Sullivan and Bluebed, he got the big page spread. He's turned up at the track. I'm yet to have a bet there after about 10 or 12 meetings. Hasn't looked like taking part. I found him very disappointing.
And his body language says I'm not taking part.
And I noticed there on Saturday, that Forrester Harrington bookies got shafted because there wasn't enough room in the rails. They gave them a standout wide because they had to fit Michael Sullivan in. Now I say, I want everyone to come.
We want more and more bookies.
Let's not have a new bookie turn up and take other blokes who want to bet out of the game and then stand there and not participate.
Can I just ask a question?
Very disappointing.
Can I ask a question on that? Is there the criteria for a rails bookmaker? Is it just that I'm willing there to bet to lose 5,000? You have to have turnover criteria as well too.
I'm sure if they looked at his sheets.
No, you don't. You just got to be able to put your hand up and say.
Well, obviously you're not going to turn over any money.
Well, Harrington Forrester, they're new bookies. They've only been there a year or two, maybe. So they're new in the market. Or maybe it's old. I don't know. But that camp, I know a little bit about them, and they're betters.
Yeah.
They want to play.
Yeah. And they'll have a bet through the city
How
ring.
did they get shafted on Saturday to some little?
Because they tried to shaft Robbie, they tried to shaft Mo.
That's right.
So they're going to try and shaft somebody. Now, there's a connection with this mystery man, Sean Thompson. With a few of these bookies, there's a lot of mystery about it. A lot of bookies are talking about it. A lot of people are very unhappy, especially with other blokes with really grouse stands. And there's a lot more to all this. But I don't know what Michael Sullivan's doing there if he's coming. And all I'm saying to Michael is put your fucking footy boots on, bring your soccer ball and have a kick.
Well, put it this way, I think Forrester, or what was it?
I said Farrington.
Farrington and Forrester, they probably provide more to the ring than what Michael Sullivan has so far.
Well, he's been very disappointing. I had him on my disappointing list. He was number 10.
Okay.
Do you like my list so far?
I'm liking your list so far, Glenn.
9. Wow, Robert Thompson had to fit in there somewhere. I was very unhappy with his ride on Golden Perch about 2 weeks ago. Another hung in, comes off that, pisses in. And then I was very unhappy with Hawkesbury winner's ride at Scone when he sort of didn't, he doesn't, anyway, Robert just has to go in there. And with honourable mention to, of course, all the Pirates of Penzance and the Northern Rivers Mafia Jockeys
Can I
Association.
put a 9B an extra in that? The other disappointing thing was a certain person going, "Go Robert, go Robert."
Yeah, that was disappointing. I agree. My advice to Robert is this is your year to retire. You can go to your cattle farm, dye your eyebrows for the rest of your life and live happily ever after. I'm sure you've got a little bit of cash hidden somewhere. You've got plenty of money. Time for you to go. Very disappointing. Number 8.
This is amazing.
Tell us done some homework. You've got to find number 8 here, Dal. Oh, number 8. Was nearly a top 5. Gosford with the no training.
Yeah. What? Again.
There's no training at Gosford anymore.
Again, that only
Where have they
just...
gone?
They're going.
No, it got shut.
Gosford
Oh, right, it is about to shut.
As a training track.
as a training track. They don't want the trainers there.
Huh?
I agree. A very and again, something not read about.
Only a
Like I said, my top 13 should be an inquiry. I got to 37 last night.
Yeah.
No training at Gosford. Very disappointing.
And very little wind.
Gosford are very, very liquid. I've got plenty of money. I don't think race clubs are about having plenty of money. Race clubs are about providing racing and members for everyone to be happy. They should be thinking about running it. Hope this year we can cover costs because we've got nothing in the bank. That should be a club.
They should be racing yourself wild
Not 10 million in the bank and the trainers are costing us a bit of money, get rid of them. No training Gosford. Very disappointing. No, didn't know much. Number 7. Now this is on the similar thing with the local, the recent vote by the ATC members, which I don't know if it was a dead set Kum Ung Jung vote, and they weren't.
Yeah. He can't be on the. He's got to be on the
They
positive
said 90%
list, isn't he?
of the people voted, which I find hard to believe, about acquiring the lawn bowls across the road from Rose Hill and getting involved with having poker machines.
Okay.
We can't have poker machines are coming to the track.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they're coming. We can't have it. Now Darren Pearce.
What do you mean coming to the track?
Well, they're getting involved with poker machines. They got a poker machine licence now at Rose Hill because they got their lawn.
They bought the machines over there, but does that mean? Does
Yeah,
that mean they're going to be available? Oh, they're not going to do it like they did at Harold Park, are they?
It doesn't it mean that?
Like a licensed club on the top floor
Now
of
Darren
Rose
and
Hill.
all your staff and
Oh, no.
our forefathers in racing
Oh, no, don't
would
do that.
turn in their grave if they knew we were there punching a machine.
I used to think the biggest signs of race clubs giving up was Racing Administration losing the plot was having extra race meetings and selling things, like selling land, selling assets.
But
That goes
if we
above
get
and
involved
beyond.
with pokies, we're gone. They're number 7.
Jesus
Top
Christ.
6. Well, number 6 was Saturday, the parade ring at Randwick. It was outstanding.
Oh, yeah, that
We
was...
got the 20-horse race. One horse stopped, everyone stopped. Did you hear about it?
It was just awful, Mark.
It was just awful.
It was
You've been
like
waiting
we
for it to happen.
really,
I've
really
been
got
waiting
So
for it to
why
happen.
haven't we seen it before? We've
Well,
got a 20 horse
It
race
was
somewhere.
probably not as well organised
We've
as
got
the
the
Doncaster.
$2 billion stand, and I'll get back to why it's $2 billion, because if it costs us 180 million, then in 20 years it's going to cost us $2 billion.
Yeah,
when we
well,
knock it down
yeah.
again.
Or
We've got
we'll
the
factor in the
parade ring, which can't handle 20 horses, we
Yeah.
saw on Saturday. We've got the betting ring that they never even thought about. And the whole thing's been a bit of a disaster. But number 6, I had to mention the parade ring from Saturday, and then Mr. Murray had to throw him out quick.
Yeah.
So people who paid their money to go watch the horse
Yep.
parade couldn't see the horse parade.
We got a very good look at Malice, Glenn.
That was it.
He was there. He was there.
Number 5 for the year. The Kensington track.
Again, where is it?
Where's the
What are you
Kensington?
talking about?
Exactly. What is Kensington? What's Kensington? Had to fit in the top 5. It was outstanding work, wasn't it?
Yeah, it'll come
Number
back
4.
one day.
It's a juicy list, isn't it?
It's great.
Mark Sheen losing his job.
Yes.
Just like,
Yes.
now this gentleman, he's come from Hong Kong, he's doing his best, and I worked a bit hard at the beginning. I think he's going better. He's obviously come at a smaller price. We've lost Mark. Mark just went. He was a big part of our lives,
Yep.
and he's gone. It was very disappointing. I feel if you're trying to cut costs, fucking finish the job and get Cole Hodges for $25 a meeting and a slab of beer, because you may as well, if you're really thinking about cutting costs again, get Cole and just finish the job and give it to us red raw. Number
Our best
3.
ever race caller
Number
is not Cole
3.
Hodges.
Well, where would I be without fitting the captain in for up north? The photo finish
Yes.
that went the wrong way. It was outstanding work.
How's that inquiry gone?
And the non-inquiry about the inquiry. I wanted an inquiry into the non-inquiry about the photo finish. We work in milliseconds and milli photo finishes of a cigarette paper and get the right result. and this was this big, and the wrong number went up and correct weight was number 4. Outstanding work by racing. Number 3 it was. Are you liking the list?
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
Number 2. Now,
I can't believe
it
this.
is the season to be jolly.
Yeah.
So that gets me thinking about religion, and when I think about religion, I think of people from the old school like Mr. Ray Murray.
Yes.
Religious types. Well, he fucking nailed young Brent Zaraffa to the cross and bled the last drop in one of the most hateful things I've ever seen.
Yes.
When you look back on the year, what he did to Brent Zaraffa, what they did, it's bringing the game in disrepute. It could have been handled diplomatically, on the quiet. He's one of the boys. That lad will never be picked up by Sky or anybody in racing, and it's a disgrace. And they put that boy on the cross, and you hammered the nails straight into him.
Can I have an annexure there as well too?
Well, we've got Easter at Christmas.
Yeah, Easter at Christmas.
Easter Christmas. Was Murray Connellan this year or was that last year? That was last year. Okay.
Well, young
That was
Brent
just
had to figure in there. He was number 2. I thought what happened to him was truly hateful and tragic, and I don't think any of the stewards would like that happening to their son. And I just think, and it's, but we can't, I know if they could go back in time, they wouldn't have acted that way. But it was outstanding work to be in our top 13 disappointing things.
And number 2 of a very solid list. Hang on.
Number 1,
Here we go.
without doubt,
Here we are.
and again involves Mr. Murray,
Yes.
calling off of Doncaster Day this year,
Oh, yes.
when we could have raced on probably a good 4 that afternoon. If that's not the top 13, if there's not an inquiry, like I said, I had 37 to choose from.
Yeah.
Where do they talk?
Yeah.
Where do all
There's that, the side call off with it.
Yeah.
But Donny Day, our
Yes.
Premier Day,
Yes.
it was off, and there was
Yes.
nothing we could do about it. So that was the
Yes.
top 13 disappointments of the year. I'm sure you'll put them up on the website somewhere. More
That
work
up
here.
individually.
Yeah.
Right,
Outstanding.
top 4 pluses of the year.
Well done, Glenn.
Yeah, top 4
We have to
pluses.
talk about them.
Well,
Yeah,
they'll take a minute.
Yeah, let's go. 4. No, I want it.
Number 4 for me of the
We should
year.
save it for part 2 just to get the viewers
Num-
to say that.
No.
Number 4 of you.
This'll be. Oh, wait, now he's done this and he's pumped up. That will be it from Glenn. You've got,
Yeah,
you've got 5 minutes of Glenn for the rest
It
of the
is
year.
Christmas time, so I get religious around Christmas time, and I giggle at the believers because, I mean, if you believe in the afterlife, that means you believe in heaven and hell. Well, look, fucking hell, I'll tell you about hell. I've been going to 6 race meetings a week for 35 years. I've lived right through fucking hell. Don't worry about hell. It's not that scary. But let's go, being Christmas time, a born again.
Yes.
Number 4, Terry Griffin. A born again man. I just thought it was outstanding. His transformation from copper after 20
Yeah.
years back to at the track with the
Yeah.
boys. A born again punter. He's made the transition very well.
Has
So
he had his first bet?
Terry Griffin's
He was,
number 4.
he was betting for
It's
Dr.
coming.
Nichols
It's
today.
coming.
Yeah.
Number 3. Oh, well, it was easy. Number 3. The Cassidy retirement.
Yeah.
There's only one thing better than not having good Jimmy or bad Jimmy. No Jimmy. No Jimmy's outstanding. I think, Robert, you need to look at Jimmy. Maybe next year you can be on the plus side. 2 and 1, well, it was a dead set. It was the easiest Quinelli you've ever seen. They could have nearly dead heated for third. But when it came to really good things during the year, and I know they're associated with the show and they're kind of part of my employer, but the top better tournament, fitted at number 2, quite easy. People are loving, even Snowy ran me, he finished 2nd on Saturday, Snowy. They paid him $5 million because it's Snowy.
Yeah.
Said how much he enjoyed it.
Yep.
It didn't take away from the professionalism of his game.
Yep.
That the value was outstanding.
Yep.
I think he got 5,000 for his 100.
Yeah.
I think they threw in another 10,000 this week, and they're prepared to do that because it's good advertising for their site, trying to build it. I think the top better tournament didn't could have easily been number 1, but I put it in there at number 2. And number 1 was an easy pick for me this year. The country highway races on the Saturday. I think they've just been absolutely fantastic, and I've really, really enjoyed it. But I only found 4 good things this year, so there they were. Terry Griffin mixed in with Jim Cassidy, you'll like that. Followed by top better in just dead heating out the high weight races. I think it was introduced by Brian Fletcher, so
You
I
said
think
I'm
Fletch
not
had something to
sure.
do with him, I don't know.
I don't know.
Right, now, one last thing on the honourable leave passes from the last year from the Punny Show from me, and I've just left them alone for a year. I'll be back into them next year. The dirty, filthy breeders. I haven't forgot about you. I just dropped off the last 12 months, but you got an honourable leave pass this year, so I put you down as HLP. That was my homework.
Honourable leave. Well done. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, right. There it is.